Hello, everybody, and welcome to Meet the Dog. I am your friendly kennel assistant, Chris, and with me today is Army. Army is coming to us from our Christmas litter. Her parents are Sir Richard and Capri of the Sizzlers. She was born back on Christmas Day. She is weighing in, I want to say, probably around 90 to 100 pounds by now. Her training strengths include her pacing, her bracing, but she needs improvement on her nerves. She still has a little bit of anxiety, but she's still pretty young, so you know what, that's hopefully gonna work itself out with enough time and in training. She eats twice a day, 3 cups a day. When she actually eats, she's a bit of a light eater, a bit of a picky eater too. I don't know if you guys have seen during the feeding times me trying to put the cheese and the wet food in it for her to see if she'll actually eat. Not really. Army is identifiable by her black ears. She has both of her ears are almost solid black. So when she was younger, that is how we used to identify her, or at least how I used to identify her from the rest of her litter. She's a very sweet girl. She loves to cuddle. Absolutely. As you can see, she is like attached to me at the hip right now. She really loves to do this, and when she's playing, she's a bundle of energy, running all over the place, doing friggin' flips and everything. Reminds me a little bit of Emma, if I'm being honest. She's a very similar personality. Very sweet girl. Alright, I'm going to open it up to some questions about Miss Army. Let me get my handy-dandy comments section up. Refresh the page just so I can make sure I haven't missed anything. Good girl. Doing very well. If I let you off the leash, huh? And there she goes. I shouldn't have let her off the leash. Let's see how her recall does. Army, come here. Apparently her recall is very good. Army. Oh, and now she thinks we're playing, so now she's not going to come. Any questions about Miss Army, who is now all the way over there? Army! Hey, Army, come on. Come here. Side. Come here. Come here. Come here. Do you want a treat? Army? Hey. Do you want a treat? Come here, Army. Oh. Okay. Any questions about Miss Army? I'm going to put the mic down real quick and see if I can get her back while we're waiting for some comments. So give me 1 sec. So, we got a comment. Elaine from Ohio. Does Army have any favorite training things to do? So that I am not sure about. I can tell you favorite things at the barn do, in fact, as you can see, playing with people. She does love to get a good run around, especially when we're trying to recall her. As for training, that I'm not sure about. Crafty asks what is being done to improve her appetite, as she's a finicky eater. So lately we've been trying to mix in some things to maybe entice them a little bit. We've been using wet food. We started putting Parmesan cheese in it. It's been working for Jack and Riker, who have been particularly picky lately. Army, it's been a little bit hit or miss. So not sure if what we're going to be trying next. Maybe we can try some boiled chicken, see if that entices her. That's kind of, we're going to talk about that at some point. Crafty also asked, how does she do on overnights? I don't know if she's done an overnight yet. I don't think she has. No, I don't think she's done any overnights yet. So who knows? We'll find out soon enough. Crafty asks, how is she similar and different from her parents and litter mates? So I don't know Sir Richard very well, so I can't really speak for that. I can say, Army, hey, no, still no. Letting her off the leash was a mistake. So I can say that she is pretty similar to the rest of her litter mates. They're all very kind of attention-focused dogs. They love to have attention. They love to cuddle. They love to play. Very friendly dogs. She's very different because few of her siblings are very food motivated, like Davis, Wallace, Waverly when she wants to be. Bessie's been getting into it too. So she definitely differs from her siblings with how finicky she is, as far as food goes. But really, personality-wise, I'd say she's very similar to the rest of her litter. And I would say that entire litter definitely takes after the mom's side of the family. They all very much remind me of their uncles, Larky, Rambo, Keiko, Turby, Carl. They definitely have the same energy as that group. I did just get another question, which was about how similar she is. How is she similar to her uncles? But she's very similar energy. The Sizzlers. At least when I started working here, some of them were a bit of problem children. Like we had Keiko who liked to jump a lot. We had Turby who loved to eat poop. Larky loved to whine. So they all had their little hang-ups. Rambo always got jealous of other dogs when they were playing and started freaking out when we let dogs out. And they have a very similar energy of just like they all have their own little quirks that they at times can be very annoying to deal with, and other times it's like, okay, that's kind of cute. Crafty says, have you or Lynn considered speaking with recipients on their tricks to motivate the dogs to eat? No, but that is definitely something I can talk to her about. I'm gonna see if I can sit down. If maybe that'll entice her to come over to me, because I do want her on camera, because this is Meet the Dog, not Chris standing in front of the camera by himself, Army, talking to the camera. So let's see if she comes over. Army! Come here! Army, come! Army, come! Army, come! Army, come! While we do some more questions. Army, come! Army, come! Army! Army! Just too distracted. Alright, any other questions about Army? We got a few more minutes. As I sit in this filthy chair without a towel on it. We'll wait for questions. I'm going to see if I can get her. Let's see if we can get her on camera for at least a little bit. she comes. Army. Hey. There you go. Good girl. Okay, now we got her. Crafty says, I have now read the reports on the web of how great the Sizzlers are doing. Yes, they are doing. The Sizzlers are doing quite well. We're all very proud of them. A lot of them have made some leaps and bounds in their training. So I'm hoping that the Christmas litter will do the same. They're all very well behaved. The boys can be a bit bratty. Davis, Wallace, and Jack should be particularly annoying to deal with sometimes. But they're puppies. They're kids. They'll hopefully with age they'll mature. Crafty asks, what are her favorite toys? I don't really see her playing with toys that often. She definitely likes cons. She definitely enjoys a good con. So, other than that, it's usually whatever she... whatever she can get her hands on. I'm going to leave it open for any last minute questions. Hopefully the plug falling out of the mic didn't affect the audio too heavily. I also apologize that Army has been so absent during this entire thing. I was hoping that her recall, because usually her recall's pretty good, so I was hoping that she'd stay with me like Spock and the past few that I have done would stay with me, but I guess she was a bit too distracted being in here, or she thought that video was time to go. So that's on me. That's my bad. So sorry that it was mostly just Chris on camera with Army kind of looming in the background. But that is all the time we have, so thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to see if I can actually get her to come to me now. And I will see you all next week.